Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the roast, and I'm of course Sugar Chris, and I am up and going early this time, so no fashionably late. Yeah, take that, chat. And today I got with me a new guest. Why don't you introduce yourself, Ben?
Hi there, I'm Ben Tobitt. I'm a comics man, illustrator, and animation director. Currently putting out the Crimson Tower now on Kickstarter for a limited time only.
Alrighty, and of course Sim's with us, but he's out for a smoke break.
No, I'm right here.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. You snuck in.
Snuck in round the back just as the guitars were squealing.
Let's see who we got in the chat.
Actually, I came in when I saw the shot of me and my kitty.
We got Skip here. Oh gosh, don't remind me. Every time I see Pale Rider's drawing of me in a dress pop up on that intro, I get embarrassment. Embarrassed. Like, gosh dang, why did Red include that in the intro?
But you can send me the video and I could edit it, right?
No. Then Pale Rider would cry, and Red would be upset that I messed with his masterpiece. Can't do that. We got Skip. Hey, Skip, how are you?
So Skip.
Immortal Rising's here. Hail. Mr. Bristolia Dave. All right, me babbers. He says I'm working, so we'll listen in the background. And then he says, early? I know. Yeah. And Soul is not here to appreciate it.
I'm pretty sure you didn't even warn him that we're going to do a show on Wednesday.
I didn't know I was going to until this morning.
I know, and he's not on Twitter.
I know. I sent him a Steam message.
Okay.
But he doesn't always get it. All right. So we're going to be talking about Crimson Tower on Kickstarter. I made sure to start us early because, Ben, you said you only got an hour with us.
More or less. Don't worry, I won't turn back into a pumpkin at 6 o'clock my time.
Now, Ben, you said you was from the UK, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, Dave will be happy to hear that. He's got a fellow UK over there. He's not alone.
Oh, that poor bastard.
He goes by Bristolian Dave. What does that tell you?
All I need to know, really.
All right. And we've only got, now the reason why I rushed, of course, to get us in here this morning was because he's down to his final 48 hours.
Oh, really?
49, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So you've got an hour more time to back this.
Exactly. No dawdling.
That's why I rushed to get him in. Shows how much I've been keeping up. I was my first time in a long while scrolling through Indiegogo and Kickstarter looking at projects to have on because I just started the show back up. And I seen this and I was like, hey, this actually looks pretty neat. I'm going to be honest. A lot of times I scroll through Kickstarter, a lot of it don't appeal to me. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't look isn't my thing. But this one, I was like, oh, this looks pretty badass. So I was like, I gotta reach out to Ben here.
Cheers. Well, I'm glad you did.
So Ben, why don't you give us like the pitch?
But just before people check in the chat, the link is right there if you want to go back this book.
There you go.
Yes, please do. So the pitch is essentially it's a detective noir story with a kind of dark anti-hero main protagonist, but set in a very heavy metal fantasy world. This is not like Adventure Time or Lord of the Rings. This is very much more in the realms of like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or Berserk. But because I come from animation, it has a very like animated, like Saturday morning kind of feel to it, where I like to do very painterly backgrounds, but then have very like graphic black and white foreground characters, having that kind of like Mike Mignola kind of Samurai Jack kind of feel. And the story itself is one of it's a story of loss and love and like adventure and disaster. And we go over some quite heavy topics, but we wanted to still keep it as a light adventure. So something that still kind of goes down smooth, something that's still fun to read, which is something we really took from Berserk, because Berserk, Nimura really dealt with a lot of issues in that book, in that series, I should say. But it's still a fun romp through a horror fantasy world. And yeah, we got sky pirates, we got armies of mad dragon people, we got the like undead abyssal court, and some possible sci-fi influences in there. There's a lot going on in the book. Like I said, with the kind of Samurai Jack feel, we wanted to have lots of different cultures and lots of different influences, instead of going like, okay, this is fantasy, so it needs to look like European fantasy. But we thought, no, that's boring. Nothing's off the table. We don't need to set this in a kind of an equivalent to Earth's real history. It's sort of late medieval-ish, I suppose. But apart from that, anything else goes. So any idea that feels like it fits the tone, that's going in.
Yeah, now that you when you said Mignola, I see it now. Yeah, I could see the Mike Mignola kind of look to the art style.
Yeah, I just really found that having those like very clearly defined like foreground and background and shading straight into black just really made the characters pop out of the environments a lot more. Because I find sometimes you see this sometimes with like people do very bespoke comics where there's lots of painterly details and the characters are rendered in the same style. Sometimes it becomes a bit mushy, like everything's rendered the same way, so nothing really pops out. Like maybe there's that time, I think in like early 2000s, where a lot of Marvel comics were not didn't bother inking them, so it was just pencils and color. So you had the kind of soft gray or like slightly colored outer edge, and some of those, especially like the Iron Man comics, just look really washed out in comparison. Whereas if you have the deep blacks, it's a lot to commit to. You got to be brave to put that black shadow there. But I find it really helps pop out against the more painterly backgrounds.
Yeah, this page grabbed me. I was like, oh, undead things. What looks like a vampire lady. I was like, is that a zombie whale?
Oh, hell yes. Oh, yeah. And essentially, like, when we were putting together the first 10 pages or so, I thought, what would be really cool is if we treat this like a trailer. So we have like a character kind of describing like, oh, here's what's going on in the world. But it be a teaser. So like each one of these characters will show up in the story. So nice. that is going to turn up eventually, but it is definitely going to turn up, and each one has their own role in the larger plot.
Let's see. Oh, Dave says a UK creator. Yeah, yes, Dave, you're not alone. There's others. Mrs. Good Stuff, good morning. He says, I thought I could smell another Englishman. Dave is asking, is Ben on Twitter? Yes.
Yes, at Benjamin Tobitt. It's TOBITT.
And how many pages is the book?
First one is going to be about 30, plus, depending on which version you either get an additional 20 or an additional 30 pieces of behind-the-scenes concept art.
So 30-page story about.
Yes, yeah, the first one is. We have this planned out to be much, much bigger, but the first one is a nice little self-contained story that hopefully we're going to expand on in the future.
There we go. There you go, Dave. I put the Twitter there in the chat. Let's see.
You can't even be in the book.
Yeah, you can. You can have your own OC in the book.
Mhm.
Hold on.
And you have a commission bundle too.
Where's that
Yeah.
at?
Right down the bottom, like
Appearance in Crimson Tower for $320. So you go to the 320 tier and you'll find it.
No. I'm looking. I don't.
That's near the top. It's
It's
right down the
it's
bottom.
right underneath the poster bundle.
Gosh dang it, Sam.
Wait, what?
I'm just gonna scroll to the bottom, and work my way up here. Okay, art commission.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Delbane, you get your own character will cameo in a section of the book.
dang on, it's 3,400 of that currency to equal $300.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could live like a king over there.
No, the kind of the rule of thumb is that you just divide by 10. That's what you, and then that's what the worth is. The Swedish crown is separate from the euro, so they've kind of kept their own thing going for quite a fair amount of years.
Oh, okay. Mr. Marinus.
Hey guys, what's up?
Birthday boy.
Hello.
Happy birthday,
Oh,
Marinus.
happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you, man. How you guys doing?
Doing all right.
Nice.
Marinus here said he wasn't doing anything right at the moment, so I said, "Get in here, Marinus."
All right, I'm here.
Enjoy. Have you seen this, Marinus?
What's that?
This is Crimson Tower on Kickstarter.
Oh no, show me.
Looks
That's
pretty
pretty cool.
nice.
Oh, I like this already.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like
thank you.
It's got like a dark fantasy, look to it there.
I like that.
I like it. All right. And how much is it just for the book?
So it works out if the lowest tier is like a simply digital copy that's around $10, and then for the book, I think it works out around about $20, but you also get all the previous stuff. So you get a lot of I think you get some foam backgrounds and some other like digital art in there as well.
Oh, okay. So
And then we have a little further down, we have a guest cover as well by, and I'm not going to fuck up his name, Artyom. You have to forgive me now, Artyom.
okay.
By Artyom Trakhanov, who you may know as Artyom Gorovich on Twitter. Let's see if I can pop that in the chat, actually.
Just go on the preview page right now, or well, I'm saying on the page at Kickstarter, but that looks really good. Man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the guest cover right there by Artyom. He did a fucking fantastic job.
Yeah.
Really, really brutal metal stuff.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, what's the chat saying here?
That's just a link to his Twitter as well, if people are fans of his stuff, because he's really good. I've been wanting to work with him for a long time.
All right. Immortal Risings, that's heavy metal, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Dave was asking about the currency.
It's the Swedish crown. But, like, don't worry. Kickstarter automatically does the conversion for you when you pledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we had the dollars underneath on the graphic here, underneath all the where you can see as a graphic what all of the pledges are.
Okay.
So yeah, you got the limited edition Kickstarter version that's about $25, but again it kind of fluctuates. And then the variant edition is $45, but that gets you the both the original and the guest cover as a kind of collector's edition. Because I know some people like to get, to keep the regular one for their shelf and then the guest cover one locked away.
I just shared it on Twitter. Hope people will see it and, back this project. It's really cool. Yeah.
It's looking real nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dave was saying, this looks really cool. And he says, sounds really cool too.
Thanks, Dave.
Dave's liking what he sees. He says, "Oh, an Englishman in Sweden. That's my boy. Keep the colonization going."
I think Sweden's one of the few places we haven't actually invaded
Yet.
yet. Yeah, there's still time. There's still time.
Einbrecht. Hope I said that right. He says, "Hail chat, hail panel. Hope you're all doing well. Well, hope you're doing well as well. We're doing pretty good over here. Marinus
Yeah, it's
is
very sweet.
celebrating his birthday.
I'm getting a year younger every year.
So how old are you turning? 73?
Yeah, around that. It was, 37, 8 years.
Looking good.
Looking good. Yeah. I still have brown hair somewhere until it gets gray, but or blonde, if you will. That's how
Is
you
that
see
why?
it.
Is that why you have no facial haircut? It would be all white.
Yeah, like this here. I got some facial hair, but nobody can see it because it's all white. I've just one spot here or here is a little bit dark, and
I
the
have
rest
to
is
admit,
blonde.
a full white stash would be kind of funny. Like handlebar
but-
mustache would be kind of cool.
Yeah, but then you have to actually have facial hair, to grow it. If I do that, it's just, hair growing everywhere, but I'm not getting a nice full beard. That's not, it's not in my DNA, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because I don't have to shave much.
Yeah, my bro's the same. He can't even grow facial hair. Like my kid started having a beard at 13.
Oh, wow.
Dave looked at him like, "Fuck you."
That's a lot. Damn it, Dave. He says mean things about me. Ban him, Chris.
Okay.
Gosh dang
Marinus is celebrating his 65th birthday.
Oh, poor Marinus.
I'm not coming at your stream anymore, Dave. You can suck it.
You crossed the line.
You crossed the line, man.
In the UK, you begin this for bus pass. Oh.
Yeah.
He says he can't grow facial hair either. It's a curse. It's true. Dave is a baby face.
Yeah, he is.
He says, "Love you, Marinus."
Yeah, I love you too, my friend.
But with this Kickstarter stuff, I've noticed Kickstarter does a lot of these, like, where there's a bunch of tiers and they all have like the little names. So I am kind of glad that they do this, like you guys do, like this sort of thing.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to leave it. Like I've been looking at some other people's, and it's like, yeah, there's not even like a little graphic of what you get. It's just a list of stuff. But I wanted to make it as
through all this
easy
and try to read it. Gosh, it'd take me forever.
Also, you don't get.
Out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Plus, you don't get a nice like visualization of what you could hold in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just a list with nothing to back it up, then like it could be anything. Like you wouldn't do that if you're ordering like something from anywhere else.
Yeah.
So
Dave is asking, how does it work for postage on Kickstarter? I've only backed through Indiegogo. It's pretty much the same way. It depends on the creator. They can decide to charge from the start or charge later with backer kit, which it's one of the reasons why I don't really like.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is there going to be like a backer kit thing?
I don't think so. All the information's on the actual like on the actual page there. Some of them I think have like postage included. Obviously the digital only ones don't. You'll just get that as soon as it's done, along with everybody else. Like everybody else will get their PDFs at the same time, along with some of the digital goodies. So the digital behind the scenes art and the phone wallpapers.
Okay. Yeah. And how far along are you on the book? Like having it made and stuff?
Well, we got the first. It's going to be a 30-page book, more or less. We got the first 10 done, of which most of which are up here on the actual page, so you can read. You can actually read a fair bit of the book on the Kickstarter. But the rest of the script is finished. We know exactly where the arc is going for the rest of the issues. It's just going to be a case of drawing and coloring and lettering the rest of it, really.
Okay.
Like if this is successful, then this is just going to be my job for January, whilst everything else is dead. Really, everybody else is in hibernation in January.
Oh no, Allie's here. Says boo. Just coming for my toes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Allie.
Hey, Ali.
Yeah, but she only wants to collect your toes if you cut your hair, she said.
He needs to think about that.
I don't want to give up a piece of my hair to her. I don't know what she's going to do with that.
You can do all sorts of things.
She's going to end up cursing me or something.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's see. Yeah, no, Pale Rider, no.
See, you hurt her feelings.
What's that?
She goes, "Oh no, really? I can leave."
No, it's all right, Allie. It's all right. Oh, Lord. But yeah, I am liking the look of this. That drawn into here. That drawn into here now. So how is that going to work with the drawn in?
Okay, so what people do is if they have an OC which they think would fit, they just send me either a description or a pre-existing piece of artwork, and then what I do is then I pick where I think it'd be most appropriate for them to go in there, and obviously, like, I'll have a little chat with whoever is backing this tier of kind of like, hey, I'm thinking of putting them in this scene, or like, do you want to have them in this one, just in case, like, I wouldn't want to take somebody's character and then be like, well, there's going to be this big fight scene. I need lots of chuds for Graven to be carving up, so we'll just have this character getting their head lopped off.
I have a feeling that the next question is going to be, okay, but if somebody just wants to be in and die.
I mean, if that's what they want, who am I to refuse them, really?
See the smirk now?
I mean, there is a point in the script where our character Graven does his usual kind of like, I'm going to go, I need some information on this, I need to talk to my information broker, and that's going to be in a cool, like, bazaar with lots of like interesting characters at a marketplace. I think that's probably where I'm going to slot a character like that in. But yeah, if somebody is like, my one desire is to have a cartoon version of me getting their head chopped off by a cursed sword, well, I'll just have to figure that out. Let's go in then.
I think Chris still holds the record of the guy that dies in the most indie comic books.
Wow. That's something you should get in the Guinness World Records. That's amazing.
Over 20. Yeah. He's in a few.
It was 20 something drawn in.
28 last time you counted, but I think you did join more after.
Oh wow. Well, if you join this one, I'll have to come up with an extra spicy death. It's one of my jobs when I was working for Supermassive, because I was a storyboard artist on The Quarry, came out last year.
Quarry.
The same people that did Until Dawn.
Oh, okay.
And when I was on that, they would usually give me the
supposed to be like the sequel, right, or something.
It's kind of spiritual sequel.
Yeah. Okay, I know what that is now.
Yeah, and obviously there are like some scenes where it's like, oh, it looks like a character dies, but like they might come back. It may be a bit of a fake out, so you got to be careful. But then some of the decisions you make, like, oh no, this 100% kills the character. So I had to come up with lots of fun ways of like, okay, you're not coming back from that. But that did mean that I had to figure out some fun hyper permanent deaths, especially towards the end. So it was kind of a game of like, what can I do to just completely freak out the the story designers this time. Like, I feel like they've seen everything after doing this many horror games, but I'm gonna get us back on the most goriest deaths of 2019 lists.
Okay. Allie says she's not a witch. That's silly. That sounds
like witch talk to me.
No, that's what a witch would say.
Bring out the duck. All right, let's see. She says that title design is great.
Oh, thank you.
Lots of compliments for this one in the chat. Jay Ryan's here. He says, good morning, afternoon, everybody. Always glad to have you around, Jay Ryan. Let's see. So you said this sword is cursed.
Yes. So you can see the face on the sword and the kind of veins crawling up his arm. As part of the story, will be revealed as we go along, because this is a guy who's been through a lot. Is one of the things which kind of drew me to the project when Caspian, who's the writer, approached me about this, saying that I want to do a kind of detective noir Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
And I want him to be a kind of older guy who's been through a lot. The way we kind of talked about it with all of his gear and stuff like that is that he's the character in an MMO who's reached max level and has got all the top tier stuff and doesn't have any challenges left until this mystery arrives that kind of really pushes him to the edge.
So a bit like Overlord. Is that it?
A little bit, yeah. And one of the themes is the cursed sword and kind of the price of power, what you pay personally for becoming more powerful in your life.
Okay.
But luckily he's got this character called Daegun, who's this kind of spirit, kind of similar to the Fae in English folklore, where he's slightly removed from the world. He's this unmortal character who is just completely unfazed by everything. But because of that, has this kind of devil may care kind of attitude. And it's just kind of, he clearly had met this guy and thought, well, this guy seems interesting. If I stick around, there's going to be fun, weird stuff happening.
Okay.
So you have the kind of stoic character, and then this guy who's a bit of a wise ass, but you would be if you were an immortal nature spirit.
Pale Rider, gosh dang it. Quit with that pole. Get your pole out of here. Hey, McGee's here.
McGee.
See?
Hey, guys.
Let's see. Ali says attitude. Looks like. Okay. Oh my. But yeah, it looks very cool. Of course, it has that dark fantasy, berserk, and all that vibe.
I like the cell shading type of European anime type of thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I come from an animation background, so that is kind of inescapable in my artwork.
That's why I like it. So do I.
Yeah, I've always been a fan of more kind of cinematic looks in comics, which kind of it can be a lot more difficult to create than you think, but also trying to keep that kind of graphic feeling, so it's not just oh, this just looks like a series of screen grabs from a film that doesn't exist, but keeping it looking unique, not anything else that's out there at the moment.
Yeah, I'm interested because you brought up the noir aspect.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how that noir fits in with dark fantasy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It really goes back to the what's his name? The guy who wrote the Big Sleep and all the other the other classic detective novels from the 1940s. detective with a troubled past, and one last job, but then before retirement, it's like, oh wait, no, this is a clue to a mystery way back from the start.
Yeah, I like I like noir. Oh, Caspian says Raymond Chandler.
Raymond Chandler, that's the one. Thank you, Caspian.
Good job, Ray. Good job, Caspian.
That would be the writer himself. He's currently listening in, so I best not say anything rude about him.
Hello, Raymond or Caspian. Blah blah blah. I'm getting myself mixed up. It's. I was not like I said. I was not expecting to do a stream today, so I'm all discombobulated. I guess I'm not prepared. So far, we're 50-50 on dancing around the house and cutting a lock. No. How about that? This is what I got to deal with all the time, Ben.
You got this morning zoo crew on you, just causing you trouble.
Oh yeah. I got Allie wanting my hair for some reason. Pale Rider always has me doing something.
He tries to get you to do something.
Yeah? I tell him no. Let me see. Yeah, I am interested in seeing how this world builds out. Since we got these crazy undead looking sea creatures.
We got 48 hours to get it funded because it's asking for about what 6,000 if I remember properly last time when I checked, and it's at 3,000 and something.
Yeah.
1,693.
I mean, with Kickstarter, a lot of it comes right at the end.
I was seeing the Canadian amount.
Hell of a lot of it comes at the end.
Now, my question is, if it doesn't fund, what would y'all's plans be?
Well, we'll just try again in February. Obviously, December's a tricky time with Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa all coming around at the same time, and times are tough with the people's electricity bills and stuff like that. So there's nothing in the rule book that says we can't try again, and so we'll probably try again later on in 2023. Not too later on though. Like I said, probably around like February. But you'll get the book a lot sooner if we get it backed by Christmas. Like most English projects, we say we'll all be home in time for Christmas, and it always works out, right? I mean, it worked great for the last couple wars.
I'm still expecting for it to be canceled like an hour before Christmas.
No. Right. But I mean, all the artwork is there. The first 10 pages are done. Kickstarter itself was like, I don't want to say a formality because we definitely need the support. We definitely need the help to make this a real thing. But it's not a case of like, oh well, if we don't make it, then I guess we're gonna go pack it in. I'm just gonna throw down my ink brush and become a goat herd in the mountains. You'll never hear from me again.
Swedish hermit over there.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just go build a yurt or a longhouse and become the reclusive Viking I always knew I was going to be.
Caspian is waving and he says, "Thanks for all the comments on the project. Ben has done some tremendous art." Yes. It is quite quicker.
Yeah, he would say that. I mean, I've got all that compromising information on him.
He'll say that if he knows what's good for him.
Yeah. I still have the negatives. But yeah, this is something we're both very passionate about bringing about. Like, especially as there's been, a definite move in fantasy to kind of tackle more like adult and more like deeper subjects than the kind of stuff that was coming out 10, 15 years ago, where fantasy was still used as a kind of power of friendship and not much else. and then obviously Game of Thrones, for better or worse, kind of threw a grenade through that, and it was real. Oh well, everything's changed now. Like we need to think about it a lot more differently. But we didn't want to do the same route of when Alan Moore released Watchmen and The Killing Joke, and immediately a lot of artists and writers were like, oh, it's just like superheroes, but they have personal problems. Therefore, what we need to do is edgy superheroes. We need to what if Superman said the F word? Whereas we wanted to kind of okay, we'll still keep the kind of cinematic, gritty kind of tone a little bit like The Witcher, but still keep that kind of let's go for some some deeper subjects. Let's not just take the aesthetics and go but this is my action figure. Look at him with his cool cursed sword killing these cool monsters, but that's it. There's some very personal stuff in this story that we wanted to kind of get out there. But again, still keeping it fun. It's still a fun romp through a crazy, fantasy world. It's not like.
Sorry for interrupting. What's with the talking animal? Is he a wolf?
Oh,
what is it?
Yeah, he's like a spirit. He's like a kind of spirit guide. He's this immortal smart ass who follows our main character around, so that in the sense that you often have the kind of the stoic, no nonsense kind of character, but then they're kind of boring on their own. They need a companion. They need somebody to bounce off of, and so we thought this guy would be cool because he'd be very blasé. And then you get a kind of like a little guy in The Mandalorian, or with Afro Samurai, or a lot of the other kind of those kind of characters who move through the world, but they need somebody who's actually personable.
Let me see here. Caspian says, "I thought we discussed to not bring up the negatives, Ben." And then Tara says, "Ben, have you voted yet?" No, and he's not going to. There you go. I answered for him.
No, I don't vote. I'm an anarchist.
Good.
Good.
Dave's telling Caspian, good work. Yes. Mm-hmm. Leave it, Marinus, to be interested in the one furry in the book.
Oh man, it was so funny because Caspian had this idea of because we found this when we were looking at images of what we think the book should feel like, and found this fantastic illustration by what's his name? The guy who does all the kind of the barbarian Conan books, Frank Frazetta. We have this fantastic barbarian on a white horse, and he's bearing down on a bunch of goons he's going to cut up. And so I did this of graven, but on the back of a white wolf.
Yeah,
and then that kind of took off the whole thing of here's how we're going to do this character, how they're going to interact, and Caspian had the idea of but we combine it's kind of part wolf, part horse with kind of unusual claw-like feet. So he doesn't he looks familiar from a distance, but when you start looking at the details, it's wait, this guy's slightly wrong. Something's odd about this character. Right. But that meant I had to do a lot of research, and my God, looking up wolf mixed with horse made for a lot of strange research, a lot of odd images coming off of DeviantArt. Right. people's OCs of here's my ghost wolf horse. They're perfect.
Ben came across a lot of degeneracy.
I wouldn't say that. I would definitely say a very a very expressive attempt at animal anatomy. So it's just like trying, so like getting this character right was like a real challenge, but one that was like definitely worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially is like the way that the pair of them contrast together. Like one's very light, one's very dark, one's very serious. The other one's cannot take anything seriously.
Right.
Let's see, and then we got Dave's asking Caspian if he's also British. At this rate, Dave's gonna try to get you all to join his stream. You're all British.
Nope, he's a Yankee.
What's? Yeah. He's part of us freedom-loving folk. Yeah, this looks really cool. Definitely has like a badass feel to it, and this is a pretty cool, interesting style here as well.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's not in the preview pages for this part of the campaign, but part of the story is that like the sword, is like part of his power, but because it's infested with a demon, the more he uses it, the more kind of demonic he becomes himself. So when I sent the files to RTM, he was like, well, I could do him like regular, but when he's in his demon form, it looks really fucking metal. And, like I said, the more metal, the better, really.
Yeah. Right.
And again, that kind of goes into I was talking about like one of the themes of like, power and how you get it. And like the cost of it is, a considerable theme within the book.
Now
of making oneself a monster.
These 4 here, is that print?
Those are the phone backgrounds you get.
Okay, phone things. Gotcha.
So it'll be part of the digital package. So we won't just get the PDF. You'll get a PDF plus like a whole folder full of digital goodies, depending on if you get the digital or the digital deluxe one as you got here. Plus a nice little digital thank you card. Every single person who backs gets one of these.
Looks like there's some drawings of some ladies here.
Yeah, the concept art. That's actually, I linked some of those on my Twitter. I'll put that tweet in the chat.
So those of you looking for, some waifu ladies or something, there you go. Well, Mo's not here. I can talk weeb a little.
I don't know why you would stop yourself, even if Mo was there. I don't.
Yeah, the kind of undead pirate queens were really fun to design.
Oh, pirates.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of Warhammer influence in this as well, not just like
I was
Warhammer Fantasy, but like Warhammer 40k as well. Like, it's kind of inescapable.
Yeah,
like
when
it's
I was
so influential.
I was looking at the factions and stuff, that was the feeling I was getting was Warhammer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But like, just the way that it's like it's so over the top. It's so like everything's pushed to 11. It really appeals to me. Like,
yeah, I do.
We're not going to this half-assed.
Yeah, that is one of my favorite things about Warhammer is how over the top it gets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like it's not supposed to be kind of realistic at all. It's supposed to be like a gross, violent cartoon.
Oh, look at Dave here. You can be free when you give me back my tea. We were free when we kicked you back into the sea. Let's see. Cass says, I don't know. The Earl Grey is quite delicious.
I have to agree.
Not a tea man.
Earl Grey's pretty good.
Bunch of tax dodgers. We don't need you. It's totally fine. We're not mad. We're not still mad. I swear.
Taxation is theft.
You say that, but yet you still pay taxes.
Yeah, because if not, the mob comes and gets me and throws me in their prison.
Uh-oh.
Because I didn't pay the protection money. I immediately adopted the taxation is theft motto when I bought my house and started having.
That's the thing. Everyone becomes a libertarian when they have to pay their taxes, and then goes back to whatever other philosophy they have like a couple days later.
I was like, what kind of bullcrap is this? I own this. This is mine. I shouldn't have to pay some phony baloney tax.
Phony baloney.
Right. Just take up seasteading. I'm sure that'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tax me if I'm in the ocean.
You're in international waters now.
Live on what are those called? Oil derricks or whatever?
Yeah. There's one of those like near the UK called Sealand, and that's a crazy story.
See,
like a guy tried to like create his own country, and it went about as well as you could expect, and it ended up with his like son trying to coup him and using like armed mercenaries.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bonkers.
Sounds awesome. I want to see a movie made about this.
Yeah, and the closest thing, the boat that rocked, which is about the original pirate radio stations, which were literal pirates, like the radio stations broadcasting rock and roll, were from boats in the North Sea, because he couldn't legally play it in the UK.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And awesome. I like that.
Yeah, they are, and the UK had problems with nunchucks too and ninjas.
I mean, who doesn't?
They had to rebrand the Ninja Turtles, and they had to delete the nunchucks.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
From the cartoon and the movies of Ninja Turtles.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think that sounds right, because I think like they're not called Ninja Turtles in the UK. Nope. They're called
Ninja Heroes.
Ninja Heroes, yeah, there's something like that. Yeah.
No, Turtle Heroes or something like that.
Turtle Heroes.
There's no ninja, and they tried to get away with the Ninja Turtles too. They tried to get away with the sausage nunchuck. Right? Remember in that scene? Because after that, you rarely see him use his nunchuck in the second one.
Oh wow, that's just reminds me.
They had to remove it too.
Oh wow. That just reminds me of Chuck Norris. Like whenever he shows his films to his kids, he has all the violence edited out, which just makes me think, oh, his films must be like 5 minutes long. Then they must think he only appeared in experimental student films. But yeah,
I don't think British ninjas were ever a thing. I don't believe that.
Really?
I don't think the British could not talk about how great they are long enough to do it.
Yeah, Charlie Chaplin as a ninja.
He's not English either.
No. That's the type of one I would see.
I could never imagine Dave, old Bristolia Dave over there.
Dude, they have their own ninja. It's called James Bond.
He just
I'm sorry, but that's pretty much what he is.
Just drops down from the roof. All right, me babbers.
Pirate James Bond, or maybe Dorset James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Where they have more drink, shaken, not stirred.
Just ninja kick. Drop talking in Cockney.
You come up with a new character called 006, and you make him a ninja or her.
Right then. Let's see. Dave says we have distracted him from his work.
Good.
You just said it.
I will keep distracting you, Dave, until you pledge to the Kickstarter. These are my terms.
And Dave just said you just have to watch Beverly Hills Ninja, and you'll see what I look like as a ninja. I thought about it.
I liked Beverly Hills Ninja. Chris Farley's great. Oscar Smiley. Let's see. Ninjas are everywhere and yet nowhere. Don't make me come on here and ninja kick you. Can you get your legs up that high, Dave?
Oh, not have a Bristolian try to kick me.
Chris, you haven't to Katie Sackhoff. What? Sackhoff yet? What are you talking about, Pale Rider?
I don't know.
How many drinks have you had already?
A bit too much.
You're not even typing right.
It's never too much.
He's missing words.
Yeah, he started. He must have started early.
He goes, have you told Katie Sackhoff hello yet?
No, I don't know who that is. Who is that, Sim?
I have no clue.
Well, if she's here, hello to whoever it is. But British Ninja have to stop mid-mission to have tea and crumpet.
Hey! You joke, but for the longest time, I think still the British Armed Forces always stop work at 4 o'clock for tea and toast. So if the Russians are invading, we're closed.
Hold up, Putin. We're busy right now.
Tea and toast. You don't mess around with something like that.
I remember they made fun of them with in Asterix and Obelix with the Bretons. Hold on, it's time for tea.
Tea and crumpets. That's how
It's Britain is one of those places which is like it's not real. It's an imaginary place. It's that silly. Every single tank we've made since I think the 1920s has had tea making facilities inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you have a tea machine in your car. No, that's not a thing.
I mean, I suppose you can, but like every battle tank has a tea making facility inside of it.
Yeah, and every spy had a tea making machine in their car. And
exactly.
I thought that was just a custom thing. I thought it came with the car.
No, it's legit.
Like ashtrays used to.
That reminds me. I remember a while back. I watched an anime with my niece called Girls und Panzer, and the British girl that was like the commander of their tank. She always had like a little cup, a little saucer, and a teacup.
Yep. That's historically accurate. All tank commanders would be, rolling into Berlin, cup of tea in hand.
Oh lordy! That's right. Jason, I can't get my leg up that high. That's all I broke my hand. I can get it. I forgot about that, Dave. That's right. Yeah. He says, "Geez, Katie Sackhoff played Starbuck." I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, in the remake of Battlestar Galactica, yeah.
I don't really drink Starbucks.
You sure?
I don't know. I was not big into that series. I kind of enjoyed the first season of the original one better, which I watched after, which is weird.
I've never watched Battlestar Galactica.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Now, you mean the original or even the remake? Or
Nope, none of them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Let's see. Dave says, tea is important, damn it. I don't like tea.
Sure is. Wars have been fought over tea.
Literally.
Do it again.
Tea's the drink of the enemy.
Goddamn spices.
The enemy.
Hey, there's not a lot of spices in the UK. We have to go to war to get them. It's a good thing I've got plenty of mustard here in Sweden.
Well, there's apparently quite a bit of oil in America, but we still need to go other places to get it.
Of course. Same here in Canada.
We don't want to use our own oil.
And you're gonna sell it to somebody else so you can rebuy it too.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched a good portion of There Will Be Blood. You don't want to be buying your oil from a man with a mustache that nefarious. You don't know what you could be selling you.
What's going on there? Oh lordy! All right, but yeah, this everybody should go check this out. This looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm quite interested in it. Now I do have another question.
Sure.
This isn't for me. This is for someone in the chat. The appearance, drawn in thing.
Mhm.
So what if it was a man in a dress?
You know, you can have that. That's fine. If that's your thing, whom's am I to judge? We're all I'm living in Europe here. We're all very permissible here.
Yeah.
No
Why are you
judgment.
asking, Chris?
Oh, I was just asking for Pale Rider. I know he wants to know that. Let's see. Katie forgives Sugar for his ignorance. Well, I don't know these people. I barely know important comic book people's names. Let alone people in shows I never watched. Dave wishes he could grow a nefarious mustache.
Oh, that's the thing. You can always just buy one.
I wish I wasn't lazy. Then I could go get that wax and curl my mustache and do all kinds of things.
I got told a good substitute for that is Pritt Stick, but I don't think it's made the same anymore because the company stopped putting any kind of adhesive in it after parents were complaining their children kept on trying to eat it.
Ew.
Frankly, I say if your kid's trying to eat glue, it's kind of a you problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw the art of Jay Ryan there. He goes, what if we ran a pipeline from Canada to America and it created tens of thousands of jobs and we would need to depend on other nations for oil? Oh, we have that already on the way. Better cancel it.
Well, that was probably for the best. Wouldn't want America to get, influenced by Canadian culture.
God forbid.
Yeah, like it's not like predominant in your culture. Look at all your goddamn movies and comic book artists; they're predominantly Canadian. Just saying. You wouldn't have comedy without Canadians. Wouldn't have Ghostbusters. You wouldn't have a lot of shit. Cronenberg, Star Trek.
You wouldn't have most of your voice actors.
All right, Pale Rider, you're getting close to timeout time. You better watch your ass, Pale Rider.
Ooh, frets. Nice.
What, Meredith?
Oh, no. You said watch your ass. So,
Yeah.
no, don't mind me. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's right. It's better.
Are you threatening your watchers?
Threatening everyone.
Okay, what he meant was wash your ass. It's always good, Pale Rider.
Let's see. J. Ryan says, show me a movie that doesn't have the Canadian Film Fund in the credits.
Yeah. That is true. Most of your goddamn movies.
Well,
even Heavy Metal, the movie, was made in Montreal.
Well, yeah, because you all
really
movie money at them.
Actually, yeah, that's another influence. Like those old heavy metal comics, especially
I'm a huge Heavy Metal 2000 AD guy.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're just such like unbridled examples of imagination.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big Druyet fan. So
with who?
Philippe Druyet.
Yeah, he's good.
But technically, he's one of the first founders of heavy metal. I don't know, with Mobius.
Oh wow, that's cool.
And he's still around.
Is he?
Yep. And
wow.
And if you check at Titan Comics, they adapted all his books in English now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Lone Sloan, that is the Sixth Voyage or something. Then you have the entire collection.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. That's cool.
Gosh dang it, Pale Rider. I don't need to know about your ass. I don't trust anything to do with Pale Rider talking about his ass. I'm worried about what'll show up in my DMs. Marinus.
Yep.
You get that computer fixed yet?
Probably next Wednesday. It's done. Hopefully.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Sorry, I can't help it. It's not. I wish it was done sooner.
Okay, well, chaps,
Great.
my time is up for the
Oh,
moment,
okay.
but it's been an absolute pleasure talking with all of you, including everyone in chat.
Oh, nice getting to know you.
Yeah. And if something doesn't happen or this doesn't work out, it doesn't fund, when you guys go live again, you'll have to join us again.
Oh, you'll be the first to know. Don't you
And
worry.
maybe consider hitting Indiegogo since you can have 2 months. Like a bit more time to run that campaign. Just saying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
run on both. Just
yeah, you could do both.
it looks very
Different
interesting, and it would be sad that project doesn't get done.
Well, like I said, by hook or by crook, this comic is going to be done. It all depends on how fast we can deliver it, really. So, like, this is gonna happen. By one way or the other, this is gonna be in people's hands. It all depends on whether we can get the funding sorted out within the next 48 hours or later on this year.
No, like Caspian right now, he's just saying that because he wants me to back the book.
We do want you to back the book.
Another influence on Crimson was Meta Baron. I'm like,
oh
no,
yeah,
you're just
absolutely.
saying that to get me to back the book.
Yeah.
Oh no,
He'll get Tim started on Meta Barons.
Yeah, I'm a big
another hour.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, same. Like,
I have the entire collection.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
Have you got the book of all the artwork you did for Dune?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I have it
so
digitally.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just something else. Like how like expressive he is with very simple shapes.
Mm-hmm.
And like you immediately get like, oh, this is what this guy's all about. This is what this lady's like deal is, just by looking at it for a second. He's a real master of the craft. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna try our best for this campaign, and if not, we're gonna let you guys know as soon as the next one starts up. And this also isn't our only project. We've got a few other projects on the back burner that we want to.
Oh, okay.
We want to be sorting out next year. We've also got like kind of a dark, sort of like a Victorian steampunk vampire story.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I've got a few other things that may be coming out next year, maybe not. Really not sure because we're still in the early stages. But there's a lot of projects to come in the future. This is very much like I said. I'm not going to disappear off into the woods. You've not seen the last of me.
Yes. Well, hopefully you become a regular guest on our show then.
Oh, anytime you want to have me back on, like even if it's not business related, just give me a bell.
All right, can do. So everybody, do go check out Crimson Tower on Kickstarter. Not much time left to go do so, and he's got quite a bit to go to get funded. So spread the word.
But if everyone wants their revenge inserts of you in a dress, then I'm sure we'll get there in no time. Counting on you, Pale Rider.
All right, get out of here, Ben.
Oh no, I'm being shooed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take back everything I said. Get out.
Yes, I'm going to ruin one podcast at a time until everyone is broken up and no one's podcasting.
So let's get on tweeting and sharing that link so everybody gets seen, because it's always a problem with visibility. Let's get it funded.
Oh yeah. Twitter hates links, so any kind of natural interaction we can get from that, sharing on Facebook or Twitter, it's super valuable, and we would really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, that does seem to be one of the hardest things about these, the indie books in general with this, is just getting people to know it exists. I see stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. We're fighting the algorithm. I'm personally in a slug out match with Elon Musk right now.
Like I'll see stuff that looks okay, but it'll have like huge numbers, and I'm like, man. And then I'll see great stuff like this. This looks really good, and it won't have anywhere near as much. I'm like, well, why is there a difference?
Yeah, but you could say all you want about Twitter. Facebook is worse.
It's like the one that got the funding. Well, that's because like some big YouTuber, it has to do with them, so or something like that. It has, or a big guy on Instagram. So of course he's got that audience.
Yeah, it's easy to be famous once you're already famous.
Yeah, so
it's weird that Facebook tries to suggest me a whole bunch of shit that I don't give a fuck about, right?
Yeah.
But the things from the people I followed, I don't get to see it.
It's probably because they want you to be like spending your money on like the lowest common denominator.
Mm-hmm. Well, for them to see my stuff, yeah, but I mean, me seeing what my friends post, I barely, like, you don't see it, but they recommend me so much shit.
Oh yeah. Well, I could go off on the evils of modern social media for hours, but fortunately, I don't have hours. I've got to be gone. I've been trying to get myself kicked off this stream in the last 5 minutes.
Oh.
So, kick him off, Chris.
All right.
Later, Ben.
I'll catch you guys later.
Yep.
Bye.
We'll add you to the DM group so you can jump in when you want.
Oh, sweet. Cheers. And yeah, thanks again for having me, and thanks for shouting out the campaign. It's been a real pleasure.
Yep. No problem.
All right.
Later.
All right. Bye.
Ryan said he closed his Facebook account back in 2009, never going back.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the weird what Facebook ads you get. I got a ad yesterday for a, what's it called? My Helix?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. It was a fleshlight, but it was a fleshlight with like an app and all this stuff, and it was on Kickstarter, and it already raised like over $200,000. I was like, why is it showing me that? Is it popping this up right on my Facebook? Like, I don't want to see this. What if I had kids? What if this was a kid account or something?
So weird.
Yeah. It was quite. Me and Aaron on the last stream, after the stream was over, was laughing at it. Because there's like a video of the guy like going look with like a downward motion. He was holding a banana to his crotch. It was using it on the thing. I was like, what in the world? This is so embarrassing. Oh, Lord. And Jaron says, that says a lot about your search history, Chris. No. Other people mentioned it. It wasn't just me. They brought it up. Somebody else brought that up in a stream that they got an advertisement for it. So it's not just me getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar, you know damn well why you get flashlight ads. No, I don't.
Oh, man.
That was good.
Shut up, Para.
Dun, 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 dun.
What are you gonna do for your birthday, Marinus?
I'm sorry. What's the question again?
What are you gonna do for your birthday, Marinus?
What I'm gonna do? Well, I'm not much, to be honest. I was busy today, and I got a new how do you say function at my job. That means normally I'm just working out 9 till 5 instead of till 11 in the afternoon. So I have a lot on my plate. So I didn't think about doing much with my birthday. What I'm going to do is take my buddies, my friends, and family, out to a restaurant in next weekend, and then have a nice dinner and some drinks and chatting, etc. Yeah, stuff like that. Nothing more.
Yeah.
Also, I got a package just a moment ago.
Oh, really?
Did you?
Yeah, let me open it up. It's a small package, I believe. Here, I just
Everybody's
opened it
getting
up
packages.
almost. So let's see what's inside. I think it's from eBay, but I'm not entirely sure. No, it's that Kickstarter from Master Dupree.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. I've seen him on Twitter.
Black
Yeah.
Bishop. Yeah, and I got me some prints.
He did
As
that.
well?
What's that book called? La Fay? Is that what?
Yeah. So they're pretty nice. So I'm going to read this one tonight or in a moment after the stream and see if it's any good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tyrone says, if you were getting it, you wouldn't be getting said flashlight. Never fails. No respect.
It never fails. Also got me a couple of Batmans today. Cool. So yeah, no, I'm not one, doing much with birthdays. I did that years ago, but I don't know, just not feeling it anymore. Just having some quiet dinner, some going through to a burger joint and have a beer.
Yeah,
It's cool.
usually,
It's good enough for me.
usually I don't do nothing for my birthday.
No.
To me, it's just another day.
Yeah. In the meantime, me as well. The same with New Year's Eve and such. Because of my work, I just also work a lot on New Year's Eve, those 2 days. So it doesn't do it for me anymore. It hasn't any meaning. I don't know, maybe because I'm getting older. I'm not sure. That's about it.
All right, gentlemen. What do you think? Think we should wrap it up?
Well, unless we got anything else we want to discuss.
Yeah.
Did you see that one of those, what was it, Aftershock comics filed for bankruptcy?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they owe a whole bunch of money to people.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's probably more to come. I mean, if Aftershock is, maybe I believe what's the deal with IDW? Are they filing bankruptcy soon or not? They are in deep water with financially, right?
IDW?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't heard too much. I know Valiant. I think it was Valiant now.
Valiant.
Valiant comic is dropping to one title a month.
Yeah.
One title, one issue a month.
Yeah.
I don't know about IDW. Oh yeah, what I heard is that they lost the right to Transformers, I think.
Yeah.
They lost the right to Transformers, the movies, the G.I. Joe shit.
Yeah, that's not good at all. I mean,
that was their biggest revenue.
Yeah, the breadwinning their biggest titles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not good at all. I mean, they've been around forever, right?
So Nerium is wishing you a happy birthday, Marinus.
Hey, Nerium. Hey, Kate. How you doing? Thank you so much. Really lovely. Hope you have a great day as well, Kate. I miss you. Yeah, we should chat again soon. It'd be cool.
Let's see. J. Ryan says there are two types of people: the ones who don't care about their birthday, and the ones who refuse to work on their birthday like they are.
Hey, it's my day off. Cut me some slack.
Oh, there's Sam or Red as well.
Hey man, how you doing? Yeah, thank you, man.
Hey Katie, hey Red. I hope y'all are doing well. We just got done talking to a fella about this book here, Crimson Tower, on the Kickstarter. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, really nice.
I'll probably pick me up a copy. I don't know if I'll be able to get that drawn into here. That's a bit pricey for me, especially right now. I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Yeah, I wish it has a little bit more pages personally. 24, with the shipping costs is not that great for me. If it's 28 for 32, then yeah.
Wasn't that the book you just showed us, like a little floppy? Am I mistaken?
No. I'm talking about
the book. But the book you just got, wasn't it like a floppy as well?
Yeah, it was a floppy. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I think. The story you said was 30-page when you was here.
Mm-hmm.
The of story. Then you have a few more pages of behind the scene stuff.
Yeah,
But I agree with you. With with international shipping pricing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Johnny's here. He says he's even older now. Damn.
Younger, you mean?
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, you went around the clock.
Yeah.
He passed go.
Can you believe it?
He's buying new comics with the $200 he collected.
Oh, Lordy.
Man, the book looks interesting. Hopefully, it'll get funded.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, it looks good. Colors are nice too.
Gosh dang, Johnny. Gosh dang, I am not Red Sun. Lord.
I mean, how old do you think Red is, right?
Red ain't that old. Oh, shit. What should I do now? I gotta get Mom.
I'm gonna cook me some food and enjoy some comics here and there and watch a movie.
Mm.
I probably should start to wrap this up because I need to go pee.
I've been watching some old sci-fi movies.
Yeah, which one do you gonna watch?
I don't know. Like I've been watching like Battle Beyond Stars.
Yeah.
I watch Space Truckers. Like I had, you know.
Cool. Yeah. Did
There's
you
Space Hunter, Ice Pirate, you know.
did you saw the TV series The Expanse?
Nope.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
I don't know. I'm not interested. My bro Dave's been trying to get me into it. He's into it a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I watched the first episodes and I was not into it like that. That captain there got on my, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but yeah.
But you know, everybody keeps telling me it gets better. You know, after a few episodes, I'm like, oh no, it didn't get me to that few episodes.
Yeah. I get that.
Maybe I'll go into it. Then he goes, yeah, but there's like 6 seasons now. Like, oh fuck this shit.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I heard they should stop at season 4 or 5, and then I'm not sure how far they are. I haven't seen everything yet.
But he told me that I should watch it because there's something in it that reminds him of something I'm doing in Tales from the Adverse, and I'm like, fuck you, I don't want to watch it.
Jay Ryan says, I'm just over spending $25 plus shipping for a 20-ish page book. Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
And you know, if you are,
I mean, that's why I've always tried to always do my books like between 60 to 80 pages.
Yeah, and it adds up if you are living outside of the US with the VAT cost, etc. You know, it ramps up from $5 to $20.
Yeah, but if you put the value at $25, they don't get that VAT tax if you put book, gift, $25.
Right. But not everyone does that. Although
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it really sucks.
Chris, you look like you either need some sleep or just work. I slept 20 hours. I don't need sleep.
20 hours?
Yes, I slept 20 hours. And I woke up at 4 this morning. So, yeah. I'm probably going to be going back to bed here in a couple hours. Post wedding pics. Post wedding pics. What?
And should spell writer, I did not.
4 people in chat and Chris is still behind. Hey, Ryder, quit giving me crap about how small our numbers are. We might not have many people, but they're great people. That's all that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
And we are streaming on a day that, you know, usually we don't.
Yeah, I think Wednesdays is going to be my next day.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Monday and Wednesday I do the morning roast. Because you're doing it on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing your streams. And then this way also, since I'm off Saturdays and Tuesdays usually, that'll work. Because Monday night's my repack night. So I can do a stream that morning and it won't be so bad.
And the people can come promote books on the weekenders as well.
Yeah. And then on Tuesday, I'll be off work. So then Wednesday morning, I can do a stream. So yeah, Monday and Wednesday should work for me. And then I can do nothing else. And then if need be, I can always do like a weekend special for people who can't get on Monday and Wednesday. Oh, Ice Queen popped in here at the end. Hello, Ice Queen.
Hey.
Pretty sure
Hey.
Ice Queen has a channel, right? That she does stuff on. I'm pretty sure.
I don't even know what that
I'm
is.
sure she does. I'm pretty sure I've clicked on her Twitter profile and she had a YouTube link. So I think Ice Queen does the YouTube stuff. Well, we need to get Red and Katie back on here.
Yeah.
I mean, just as an excuse to have to talk to them. J. Rod says, "How I can't even imagine 20 hours of sleep." Oh, it was nice. I woke up, I think, twice during that time period. I woke up like 3 or 4 hours into it, and I think then quickly went back to sleep. And I think I woke up at 6 p.m. and answered a couple messages on Facebook or something, set the phone back down, and fell back to sleep and didn't wake up till 4 in the morning. Yeah, oh man, I didn't think I was going to sleep that long because I was like, I came home at like 7 in the morning and I was like, man, I am tired and feeling. I'm going to take a nap because I hadn't been getting a lot of sleep the past couple days. So I went to sleep and yeah, I didn't wake up till 4 in the morning the next day.
Yeah, you probably needed that. Did you work too hard, or maybe you should relax more, eat better?
I wasn't getting enough sleep, and then on top of it, I was stressing a little bit
Yeah.
too, so that probably affected it, I'd say.
Yeah.
And I really need to lay off the soda. I was doing so good for
I
months.
know, right? I'm here as well. Jesus, the same. But are you still working out or not?
I need to go back and do that too.
That's it, man.
I haven't for
Be
months.
energized. Eat good, drink good.
Yeah, I need to
Drink
get
water.
Yeah.
It's been months and months since I went to the gym. I need to get
Start
back to it.
all over again.
I haven't been going lately because I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, I'd have to walk because I'd have to walk to the. I walk to the gym. That means walking in my gym shorts and everything in this cold weather to get to the gym. And I'm just like, I'd rather just stay
You know
here.
you can put
Yeah,
on
I'm barely
fat,
leaving
right?
the house.
Well, I do have some dumbbells here. I can do that while I'm streaming or something, talking. Just lift dumbbell.
Sim, what do you think about January as a launching month? I think it's great that I'm launching two, and there's going to be like 2 project launching on January. Hellzen and the Second Chance campaign. Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people are launching in January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing. Oh, Ice Queen says she don't stream much. Oh, okay.
Yet.
The art I can. What? The art I can regular. What's that? What's that mean, Marilyn? What's she saying?
Let me double check.
The art I can regular Saturday. I don't know. Jaron says he gets 4 to 6 hours typically, so he gets a full 8. It's a small miracle.
She's talking to Ryan, I guess, to Jay Ryan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're talking about hours of sleep.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing. And right now, I go to bed around 12, and I wake up around 6, 7. I love my new schedule.
I was doing so good. I was getting 8 hours of sleep. I wasn't drinking soda, and I was hitting the gym, and I felt really good. I felt like I had more energy. Like I didn't hit, like my knees weren't cracking when I, bent or anything. Like,
And then you lost your gym buddy.
My legs were getting like real good definition in them and stuff. This belly was coming down.
Yeah.
And I got lazy. And well.
The trick is with training and working out is to keep working out. Maybe not high intensity, but just keep doing it.
Yeah, but the thing is, at least to set yourself up that you can do those exercises at home.
Yeah.
Like get yourself like dumbbells and a chin-up bar, and you're pretty much set. To be quite honest.
Well, the downside is I have dumbbells too, but I don't have to drive at home. It's not that I'm waking up and saying, "Oh man, let's go run for an hour and 6 in the morning or something." Or when I get home and just doing lifting. No, I need someone to drive me. So I'm working with a personal trainer myself for a couple of years now. So I'm doing workouts, and good food or different food or different eating in combination with boxing. That helped me a lot because it drives me to go to that particular place so that he can train me. If I go to the gym, worked, let's say 2 hours on all these apparatus or things, I don't think I've done enough because my drive is way different. So I'm taking more breaks, talking to people, don't hydrate enough. But when I go to that personal trainer guy or with a buddy that has the same drive as me, we said, hey, okay, let's do it. 1 minute rest or less, go. And then we do that like an hour max, high intensity, we're done. That's it. That helps me way more than going 2 hours to the gym. Find a guy or a girl that you're gonna train with has the same mentality as you. That works perfectly, in my opinion.
That's what happened. He had one, then he lost her. He lost him, and he stopped training.
Maris is promoting gym buddies. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or trainers.
We can do a workout segment online, Chris. You and me, going online, and we're doing all these workouts online. It's gonna be perfect.
I do need to get home equipment.
Yeah,
I got my dumbbells. I found them at the Goodwill.
Barbells, pull-ups, chin-ups.
Ugh, chin-ups. Gross. Hate chin-ups.
I mean, it's one of the best freaking exercise you can do.
No, hate them. Don't like them. Nope.
Because you can never lift yourself. I get it.
I could. It's just I couldn't do that many.
Well, that's why you have to train, right?
Yeah, that's why you have to keep going. Because the more you do them, the more you get to do more. The fuck?
Train your shoulders, train your neck, your back, your belly.
Like I haven't done it in years, and I'm sure I wouldn't be able to do like I did before, which was like do one-handed. But it will take time to get back there.
Just have to do it, man.
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
Virtual gym bros online. Yeah.
That can work. Yeah.
I just got an ad from Epic for a game called Crime Boss. And it's got like Danny Glover, Chuck Norris. I seen Vanilla Ice. I seen Danny Trejo, it looks like. What? All these people in it. But I don't know what it actually is.
Ryan.
Virtual Gym Bros Online.
No,
the next one.
Doesn't want to. He needs to stay. Oh God. No, it's. I can't get a strong upper body. Like even when I was there for months training, my legs were getting real muscly looking, and stuff like that. But my arms were still all weak looking.
Dude, you need to eat the proper foods.
I eat what I want.
No, if you don't have the right food, you don't grow your muscles.
I don't care.
Yes, you do. I'm telling you, you should care.
I want to eat my food.
French fries and burgers doesn't count.
Why not? They count for me.
You get a big belly. That's why.
Some girls like bellies. Just saying.
That is true. Noodle arms, that's right.
That's yes.
No, there is some attributes to having a daddy bod.
Noodle arms. I get nowhere with it.
Don't give up.
Hillbilly twin. God damn it, Jay Ryan.
All right, guys. I'm gonna cook something for myself because I need to stay strong and healthy, unlike Chris. So, hey, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, get out of here, old man.
Young man, you mean?
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Anything you want to promote before you head out, Meredith?
Just follow me on Twitter at DarksidersComics_. Also follow me on YouTube. Just put a new video out today. It's a Batman comic. You will love it. Check that out. Like my video, share my video, and all the jazz. See you next time.
All right.
Peace.
Mr. Sam.
Don't forget to sub, like, and share this channel and my channel.
Yep.
And go sign up to Hellzone and also an Adverse 2 Second Chance campaign launching in January.
Do it.
Right. Thanks everybody for joining us. I always appreciate.
Oh, check this out.
God damn it, Sam.
Gotta keep going, but check this out before you leave. That's all I want. That's all I'm saying.
Appreciate everybody joining us. Except for Pale Rider. You're always great to have you all in the chat. It was especially nice to see Katie and Red here.
Yeah, it's good to see you guys again.
Don't always get to see them, so when they are around, it's always nice. It's so like Big Belly said, no girl ever. Kay says it is pretty common to see a buffed up top and noodle legs. Chris, you make it all different. Right, I'm gonna have super jacked legs and little tiny arms. I'll just have to like drop kick people. But thanks everybody for joining us. I will have another stream going Monday for sure. Next Wednesday should be Odin. We're gonna have Odin on for Unconditional Shove.
Cool.
And I don't know who I'm going to have Monday. Might be Mike Murphy. It could be somebody else. I'm still in the process of scheduling folks. But yeah, we'll be doing this Mondays and Wednesdays. And we'll see y'all in the next ones. Laters.
Later.
Bye-bye.